Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. That's right. We are live again on a Friday night. It is Friday Night SmackDown. We are ready to roll. As always, I'm your favorite host, the Iron Man of YouTube, every night, KJ White. And I am joined by the Baron of Banter, the Bad Mouther, Big Nick. How are you, sir?
Yes. Hello, beautiful people. Thank you for joining us again on another Feel Good Friday night. We are just a couple of days away from crossing the finish line into Forbidden Door, but tonight we might have to take a detour into Suplex City or hop on a private jet and take off to the island of relevancy. But you've got myself and, like he said, Mr. Every Night, KJ White, here to get your weekend started right now.
Sorry, bro. Here we go.
Yes, and hello, everybody. We are the Wrasslin for Life Network, and tonight we are starting off with Friday Night SmackDown. So far, not a whole lot's been really advertised for tonight. I think the most that's really been brought up is we're going to get a Intercontinental Championship rematch between Gunther and Ricochet. And then they've kind of teased about Roman possibly showing up. Is he going to address Brock coming back? Is Brock going to show up? Let me know in the chat what you think about Brock coming back. Me personally, I don't think it reeks of desperation. I don't know what you feel about it, KJ.
It's the DEFCON 3. Shit, I'm in trouble. Someone call Brock. That's all that is, folks. And sorry I had to jump away, Nick, but I had a bit of a delay there, so I had to fix it up, and hopefully it's better. But yeah, we are rolling, and with Brock coming back, that's all it feels like is shit. We got a whole bunch of bad news. What do we got? We have Brock. We got Brock waiting in the wings. How much do we got to pay him? Get him back here. Let's go. Get him out of Saskatchewan. Right? They got him here during, on the cusp of hunting season, so they must have paid him something.
Right, and of course, though, they were in Minneapolis, Minnesota when he comes back, so it lines up perfectly.
Mm-hmm. But a lot of people are disappointed, feeling like they're going to the well one too many times, and it kind of feels that way. Like they have nothing else to do. They have no other names. They have no other value. They have no other, stars to bring this all in, and you see it on a week-to-week basis. So when you need to make headlines, here comes Brock. What does this mean? How long will he stay? Is it a SummerSlam thing? I don't know.
That's the thing. Is this just a one-off thing? Because we're already seeing it kind of. We already know that we're going to get Drew versus Roman at Clash of the Castle. And then now we're starting to see teases of Seth maybe winning Money in the Bank. I know I saw earlier to where him and WWE put out that no one has Roman Reigns' number besides Seth Rollins.
That's interesting.
So maybe he wins Money in the Bank, and then we get Seth versus Roman kind of maybe filling in for what we might have gotten with like Cody or somebody.
Yeah, no, I mean, again, because Cody gets hurt and speak to me, Jesus. There we go. Yeah, no, because Cody gets hurt and then other people drop out, and there really is a lack of depth in your star positions. You don't have a whole bunch of guys waiting in the wings. I mean, some would argue that's why Riddle had a title shot. Yes, Riddle's over. Yes, people like Riddle. But is Riddle really the guy? Like, it's a tough call. If other guys were around, if they had other superstars, would Riddle be anything more than like a mid-card guy? I don't know. But opportunity presents himself because he's one of the more over people.
I think it was very much setting up for Roman versus Randy, and then now that Randy might be out until next year,
Jesus,
now they're kind of having to book on the fly, and we know how at times it works out for WWE when they try and book on the fly.
Yeah, it doesn't go very well, and they come up with a lot of stopgap. And that's what this feels like, a lot of stopgap.
Right, but that's you hit the nail on the head of they haven't built anyone up that is anywhere near on Roman Reigns' level. There's no one in WWE right now. I know CJ is going to probably pop up out of nowhere and just say that it's Seth Rollins should be the face of the company. But to me, there's nobody in WWE right now that isn't a legend or someone that they need to bring back that is on Roman Reigns' level. Which, by the way, we're getting a promo video or a video package about Roman beating Riddle last week and then Brock coming out. But that's the thing is there's no one. Riddle was over. Riddle was tag team champion. He was the best, part of the best thing going on Raw. And then he goes and challenges Roman and he just instantly feels like there's no, like a mid-card guy. Like there's no chance that he's going to actually beat Roman. And right, to your point, JV, that's not Roman's fault. It's Creator's fault. And that's the thing, though. That's exactly what I'm saying is that this is a WWE creative issue. Obviously, we've seen everything with Vince stepping down, but he's still supposedly in charge of creative. Johnny Ace got pretty much told to go stay home. Now Bruce Pritchard has more of a say, just like Nick Khan, and the locker room's a little bit thrown off and everything because of this whole power flux and everybody's changing positions. I mean, Steph just stepped away and then now she's back as the interim CEO of the company. So that's a little odd too. Right before your father gets investigated, and then also you just left a lesser position to step in as the interim CEO.
Yes, to jump on your point, yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's she knew she was a part of the decision making, so maybe that's why she wanted to separate herself from everything. And it could be twofold. Okay, I separate myself from everything. When shit hits the fan, I'm a viable candidate to move back in. However, I'm close to this. When it goes down, people are going to question if I knew stuff. Da da da. I don't know. It's a lot of house of cards, as you said many times.
Right, but also though, how do you feel that now, especially with like Johnny Ace is out, Vince is still supposedly in charge of creative. Bruce Pritchard's now, I guess, getting more power within the company, if we want to phrase it that way. Triple H just came back and said, "I'm back." It's got to be very confusing if you're a performer there, if you're backstage and trying to make, heads or tails of who you have to go for this decision or that decision.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And now, like, the rumors are coming out that it's going to be Triple H and our buddy Paul taking over a lot of the decisions. I don't know.
If that happens, sign me up. I will be here for Monday night. I will be here for every WWE show.
It'd definitely be interesting. And I mean, you already have Jeff Jarrett in the fold, which I mean, Jeff hasn't been known for the best of bookings at times.
But still, then you'd have the mind of TNA, the mind of TNA, the mind of ECW, and the mind of Black and Gold NXT all in one room together.
That's interesting. That's an interesting angle, man. That's
right.
That's the way to put it. Just quickly, as the show's getting started, more replays, so don't worry, folks. We're not missing anything yet. Good evening, everyone, from Gary. Good to see you, Gary. Thank you for being here. Tribal Chief is in the house. We're looking forward to seeing him on the TV tonight.
Yes, he'll be here, probably showing up on our TVs here in a little bit.
Is it odd? Like, I know we talked today about this, where it didn't really anything. I didn't read Roman will be there anywhere today. Now,
the most that I heard was like, will the bloodline be able to stop a charging Brock Lesnar or something, or a returning Brock Lesnar, something like that?
Yeah, I mean, and it wasn't very direct.
Oh yeah, like I was saying earlier at the start of the show and everything, the most that really has been advertised for tonight is an Intercontinental Championship rematch. And I mean, when that happened the first time, people had me out here giving eulogies to Ricochet's title reign. So I think we kind of already know how that's going to go.
Yeah, I have no high hopes for this rematch. I don't even know why we're doing it, to be honest. This is just another chance for Gunther to smack the shit out of Ricochet one more time. I don't know.
Now, what do you think of? I read this earlier today of the theory that's out there that with Cena coming back, rather than doing Cena versus Austin Theory, or if Cena stays around a bit longer, they do Gunther versus Cena, very stereotypical foreign heel versus Mr. USA.
I think I'm down for that, but the problem I think I run into is, will Cena go under to Gunther? Probably.
I think so at this point.
At this point, I think so. And I mean, that would be the only issue. If he wants to go over, I don't really like it for Gunther. Other than, I mean, it does put him in a good regard, but you kind of want him to come out on top of it if it's going to prove its point. You solidify him as a top tier heel if he runs a really good heel program against, red, white, and blue John Cena.
Right. Well, hey, it worked for Rusev / Miro, and it got him over like Rover, to where he came out with a freaking tank at WrestleMania, which is still, to me, the greatest wrestling entrance of all time.
Right.
Which I heard someone also say that it would be like the best kind of almost go away heat if at Forbidden Door, because they're having the 4-way for the All Atlantic, if he came out on the tank with the Russian flag and everything.
I said that when this first started, because he's been away so long, and I'm like, if he came back to like AEW with Lana and the tank and the dude, I don't know if you'd hear like people lose their mind, or it would just be dead silence, like, holy shit.
You would have people close to like the point of like rioting. Like that's when you would have people like throwing bottles and shit.
I do it. Fuck it all up, man. I think people would like just pop. What? So, Grandmaster, we are live. Yes, we are, pal. JV, welcome back. Or RV, welcome back to the show. WWE screwed Riddle. They fed him to the giant Megazord mech robot. By the way, we got a Sheamus Drew face off right now.
Promo confrontation.
Yeah.
And Ridge is still having to hold Butch back.
Butch is like a kid with ADD. like
no,
he forgot his bed.
Let me at him. Let me at him. Let me at him.
Like, that's how I get.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Butch needs to lay off the cocaine there from that AAA commentator.
And literally, get rid of the man bun or cut a hole in your fucking hat. Let's go.
Just come out rocking the man bun. You don't need the Downton Abbey look.
Yeah, just put your hair down.
Just come out as the fucking bruiserweight.
Wait! Paul Heyman!
Wait, what?
Adam Pearce! What does this mean? And Butch goes to like run out of the ring at Paul, and they have to hold him back. Like, what?
You're way the fuck ahead of me.
Yes!
I can't even turn it up. Just Jesus. Hold on. Now I got to refresh because I'm way behind. But yeah, read some comments while I refresh here.
But that's not Roman's fault. It's Creative's fault. Ding. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, the robot thing about Roman was true. I don't think it is anymore. He doesn't feel robotic. He feels like he's got swag. He's got attitude. He's got confidence. Is he still a bit of a mechanical wrestler? Yes. But it's kind of him. And as a heel, it works better than it does as a babyface. So, I mean, I find it hard to hate on this guy.
Yeah. That's it. Everybody says that the best performers in wrestling is just yourself turning up to 11. And that's what this feels like, honestly, with Roman Reigns. I know Joe Anoa'i is probably the sweetest human being. He does very much for cancer research, and he's a great father, all of that. But Roman Reigns is a fucking prick.
Here first.
Right.
KJ and Nick, I would love to see Moose versus Roman or Roman versus Sami. Moose.
I would rather see Moose. Sorry, go ahead.
No, exactly the same thing you were going to say.
Moose versus Roman versus I'd rather see Roman versus Sami. Absolutely.
Yeah, give me Moose.
All right.
A viable contender that looked. I mean, Sami is what Sami is. I mean, sometimes. I mean, he had a hell of a match when he just went over on Moose. So what do I know?
Well,
but
they both have the athletic background. They both have a past football background. So, and Moose, when he was Impact World Champion, did that whole promo and everything to where he pretty much called out every other world champion in every other promotion, including Roman.
One second. I'm just trying to catch what he's saying here. Okay. So Paul brought Adam out, and he's basically saying, like, my client has lost because of the money in the bank before, and I don't want it to happen again. Or so at least on the night of.
So how is he going to control that? I mean, that's kind of the whole stipulation of the match, is you can cash in at any moment, at any time.
Adam Pearce is about to make a special announcement, folks. So stay tuned to find out what this means. I have no idea. It's quite interesting for my take, but
now this is, I guess, just me playing, backstage booker and everything. But if Paul's already out here and coming out for a whole promo and all of this, I don't think this is going to be the last time that we see Paul tonight.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so now Adam's explaining that it might have been unfair to just arbitrarily put both Drew and Sheamus into the Money in the Bank, which we all agreed on. That was shit.
Well,
so it's Paul.
Yeah, it would have been better to see them have a match.
Wait, did he say they're both out?
I have it on mute. Remember, I'm the behind one for the first time.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Son of a bitch. The Usos are going to lose tonight. Shit.
Wait, what?
So, Adam Pearce has announced that Sheamus and Drew are no longer qualified for the Money in the Bank. However, if they can team up and successfully beat the boys that have been down since day one, they get in, both of them. To me, that means you're going to lose.
Is it for the championship?
No.
Thank God. Okay, you had me nervous there.
No,
non-title,
but if the Usos win, Sheamus and McIntyre are out of Money in the Bank. If they lose, they're in.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Oos, but somebody's taking a Claymore.
Sorry, Oos, you guys are going to take that L again.
Right. So y'all are both taking a Claymore and a bro kick at the same time.
That sounds about accurate.
Yeah, that I bet you right now that'll be the finish. They both bounce off the ropes. Drew and Sheamus, one hits a bro kick, one hits a Claymore. Bang, 1, 2, 3. They eye each other down while they're going for the pin.
Right? And they both get the pin. You can't double pin tag champs.
Oh, and up next, we have a qualifying match for Money in the Bank between Shinsuke Nakamura and Sami Zayn.
Boom, 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 boom. No, but I mean, dude, really, like, why would they? It won't go any other way. We obviously know that the Usos aren't going to take this W. Obviously, Drew and Sheamus are going to be in the mix for Money in the Bank. I imagine it'd be weird if they weren't. So,
yeah, like, who do you replace them with? The Usos? That would be a little interesting.
Right now, they're calling them the Universal Tag Champions.
Mm-hmm.
So that's interesting.
Well, it's like how I've kind of heard the Roman's Championship kind of been uwu.
It's a mouthful.
Well, like I said, I've heard it been called the uwu because it's the Universal World.
Say that again.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's spend a couple minutes during this commercial trying to catch up on some of these battles. Right. We just left Jason's question up, but yeah, and, thank you for being here, Jason. Question of the day: if Cody Rhodes isn't ready to be back, who wins the Royal Rumble, Riddle or Austin? Braun Breaker.
If we're going between those two, theory.
Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome back. Thank you for being here. We appreciate seeing you again. Hassan, thank you. Did they say Lesnar vs. Reigns reaches its epic conclusion at SummerSlam?
I believe so. That's why it's the last man standing match instead of every other stipulation that they've done under the sun.
Yes.
I
think they said that at the night of that match, Roman can't be, you can't cash in the night of. I think that was what Paul was pushing forward. Now, fans, my fact checkers out there, let me know if I got that right. They said a lot, and sometimes we talk over it. But yeah, I think they were implying that the night of the Iron Man match, he can't be cashed in on.
That one makes sense. I mean, that's honestly very smart. I mean, it gets rid of that expectation from fans out of the gate. So,
well, and I think the point is, if there's an Iron Man match and there's a guy with the money in the bank, why would you not cash in? Right. So if it happened and then whoever it is doesn't come out, everyone's like, well, that's stupid. He's never going to be any more tired than that. So I think Paul being Paul and kind of putting this little angle into it makes a little sense and keeps it away, because you're like, oh, shit. It doesn't make sense any other way. And then this way is still viable, I believe, that Roman holds on to his belts even against the Money in the Bank, because, yeah, it's Roman.
Right. Yeah. You said it perfectly right there.
Wait, Aliyah pulled out? Like of wrestling? That'd be like I don't know. Chris, welcome back.
Wait.
I didn't catch that, but it was universe.
I'm more of thinking about how you phrased that.
Alexis, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling good tonight. I believe Triple H is back when Ricochet debuted in NXT Great American Bash.
Is that coming up? I feel like that should be coming up.
It is coming up. Tiffany, good to see you. Welcome back. Thank you for being here again. Some love. There we go. I call a long shot Ricochet retains or regains. I don't think so.
No. Ricochet has got a better chance of not leaving with a fucking cave chest in.
Yeah, that's a long shot. I wouldn't bet too much on it. The way they should do this is have Ricochet look strong without winning, and then send him to NXT Great American Bash, not Monday Night Raw, chasing Austin Theory. I'm good with Ricochet going back down to NXT. What about you?
Absolutely. I would like to see a Braun versus Ricochet match, or an Apollo Crews versus Ricochet match in NXT.
I got Sami Zayn on the screen, folks. The eccentric Sami.
I have Shinsuke right now.
No, that just happened. It's so funny. And I usually get mad because I was always behind on Fox. Now I'm behind on Dynamite and ahead on Fox. Figure it out. Can't win them all, folks. Austin Theory would beat Ricochet. Yes. I believe. At this point, who's going to go over on Theory?
Enough said that we both said that at the exact same time.
Yes. Did we just become best friends?
We have so much more room for activities.
Some more love going around the fam. Ricochet does not regain, by the way. Gunther's already beat him. Am I right?
Recapture. Yes, it would be recapture.
Yeah, recapture. What's going on, five people? Doctor is in the house.
Why not Zoidberg?
There you go. I'm sick of WWE right now. Call the doctor.
You wouldn't be. Damn. If Triple H and, like, say if Triple H was the CEO and Paul's head of creative, I don't think I could get sick of WWE.
They got some repairing to do, and they got to put some things in place. But I mean,
those are the guys to do it.
I can't imagine with those two guys that it wouldn't be a better product. It wouldn't be. Now people are going to say, well, the 2-hour NXT show sucked. I don't know. It's hard to say it sucked. I just think it was rushed and they didn't have the talent to hold up a 2-hour show.
It's if you had those minds behind it versus Bruce Pritchard, who still wanted Kane to come out with a cape, then I think it would move in the right direction, even if it is all Nickelodeon super colors splashed everywhere. I think you would start getting more serious angles, more long-term booking. I mean, we saw what Triple H did with Black and Gold NXT, to where he had people feeling like they should never leave NXT if that's where they fit in better. It almost felt like a whole different promotion. So him and Heyman combined, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, and there's like I said, then there's other guys sitting around that, the word is, because not everybody has a say or a final say, there are other people there dying to be like, shit, just do it this way. Like, Christ.
Right.
So, yeah. Now, that being said, folks, Shinsuke and Sami have kicked it off. Now, we know their history, and they've had some really good matches.
Oh, yeah. This was one of the best NXT championship matches.
Yes.
When you think of the old school NXT, this is
Mhm.
one of those like top 5 matches you think of.
Yeah, man. I remember watching that match with my brothers and just losing our minds, like the collective of just like the false finishes and the twists and the turns and the pace. Man, it was insane. It was one of those matches where like you start like fucking high-fiving each other, like you were there, right?
Oh yeah, and especially now that unfortunately Boogs is on the sideline.
That's not unfortunate.
Well, you and I might see that, not everybody does. So I'm keeping the peace. Don't need anybody in the chat going sideways. But especially now too, he's coming out in his like the black and red gear, the very much the New Japan. We're getting the old Shinsuke back.
Yes.
And I like that because that's when you took Shinsuke seriously. Like, to me, I remember being like how you were talking about with
Tell me when you got
Sami.
Yeah, sorry. Tell me when you got Sami throwing a clothesline and keep going. Sorry, I didn't mean to stop you.
I got Nakamura right now on the outside.
All right, so I'm waiting for a clothesline to happen.
All right, I will try and pay attention.
Sorry, random thought.
No, but so how you said about with Nakamura versus Sami being like your holy shit match and everything. I remember being so excited for Nakamura versus AJ Styles at WrestleMania, and that match was such a letdown.
Yes, it really was.
If they actually treated Shinsuke seriously, like what they brought him over to be, oh my god, like you would have, especially with Forbidden Door right now on the horizon. Yeah, you have. No, I'm still out of stomp.
I got Sami stomping on Shinsuke right now.
Okay, so I'm about where you are. I got it thrown into the turnbuckle.
I'm not in the turnbuckle.
God damn it, I was talking.
Now we're in the turnbuckle. Big kick by Shinsuke. Sami.
Yeah, we're good. We're good. Call it.
Nice.
But, yeah, you're having one of the biggest stars from New Japan in your company right now, while the other competition's doing a whole show aligned with New Japan. You could almost kind of show, hey, we can book New Japan guys way better than they can. Mm-hmm. We can actually turn these guys into household names.
Mm-hmm. Have Shayna Baszler and Ricochet head back to NXT as Great American Bash, the longest NXT Women's former champion, go against Mandy Rose?
For 10 seconds.
Yeah, the problem with Shayna going back there's the same problem I have with Mandy being there. Like, Shayna versus Cora Jade doesn't make sense.
That makes more sense than Shayna versus Mandy. Shayna versus Mandy, like I said, that's chokehold, tap out, good night.
That's what it should be.
Right, but Shayna, unfortunately, we don't get that. What I'd like to see, honestly, if we're going to still talk Shayna, sorry, little parched, would be her and Ronda teaming up. If you did the Dakota Kai, Raquel Gonzalez, the Shawn Michaels, Diesel, the superstar with the heavy type of deal with Ronda and Shayna, and especially they can both beat the bejesus out of you. Like, I'm a grown man. I am a 6'2", 33-year-old man, and I'm afraid of Ronda Rousey whooping my ass. So
fair enough.
those two together and actually being booked seriously, money right there.
Chris throwing out a ding dong. Hello. If you
Oh,
doubt,
I
blame
want her to
Fry. If in doubt, blame Fry. The Megazord mech robot Roman, but Omos. Omos is a different story altogether. I don't even know how you got them in the same
Yeah,
sentence.
it is. No mas. Omos is no mas.
Money match is Roman versus Jacob Fatu.
Yes.
I love it. Sign me up.
Shut up and take my. We've got Zoidberg in the chat. Shut up and take my money.
Bray versus Sami Callahan with build up, new feud, the most crazy creative matches as possible.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's got potential.
If we want a true Forbidden Door, if you give me Jacob Fatu and Roman Reigns and Sami Callahan versus Bray Wyatt on the same card, I don't care if those are the only two matches. I will watch that and then watch it again and watch it again.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, in particular, Roman and there's a couple of interesting matchups out there, and that's what you need more of, right? You need some, even where we mentioned before about Moose coming in. You have a lot of other options, guys that, it would be nice to see them get a shot like in the big times and kind of play it out. But Bray and Sami in ring would be unbelievable.
Yeah, and it would just be super chaotic and super creative.
Yeah. Anthony, welcome back to the show. And by the way, Shinsuke's still going. Sammy's kicking the shit out of him. KJ, this is an honest question. How long can WWE last with this whole stick? It's only been slowly coming for 30-second promos before the fans get pissed and go to Twitter and say, answer these questions. I don't know, man. Nick.
What question? What other question? You ain't got the answer, Sway.
I want the truth.
All right.
Sefa Fatu, aka Soto Sequoia, and Jacob Fatu as the NXT Tag Champs would be amazing.
Yeah, but shit, if you're gonna do that, just bring in the whole Samoan SWAT team. Like, I mean, MLW suing WWE right now. I wouldn't be surprised if WWE just said, "Shut up, we'll buy you right now," and just okay. Like Alex Hammerstone in WWE, yes,
yeah,
2 count from Sami on Nakamura.
Yeah, but technically, I think Hammerstone qualifies as too old.
You're telling me that they wouldn't pass up that Vince would pass up on a guy that looks like a young Hulk Hogan?
Dude, they're fucked. Honestly, they're insane. But yes, they shouldn't. He's carbon copy.
He will be Max Dupree's #1 male model.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, right? Even a guy like Nick Aldis out there, solid wrestler.
Oh my God. If they had him right now, him versus Drew. Oh, just yes.
A pro, buddy. Drew and Sheamus definitely will win strong. Yeah, I believe they're going to win.
They're going to book them strong too, because who would you really pick right now to win Money in the Bank? To me, it's kind of either Drew or Seth.
I got this weird feeling it's going to be Seth, but who else is in it? KO's not in Money in the Bank yet.
Shit. Let me.
Is he too busy with fucking
Elias Ezekiel? It's going to be Kevin Owens and Jeff Jarrett versus Elias and Ezekiel in a tag team match.
Right down.
Watch.
You hear people joking around about like just have Vince be, come out as his brother.
Yeah. Well, no, I think the best one that I saw is with Cody's wrestling has more than one royal family. It showed Elias and Ezekiel.
Dude, what a match. Not bad. Fans are on their feet.
That's what we're saying. This match is going to be a good match.
Another near fall. I'll show you.
Now,
Philip J. Fry.
I think Zoidberg just changed his account now.
Maybe. They're just coincidence.
Just so happened. But so far for qualified for Money in the Bank, we have Seth Rollins. Sheamus and Drew McIntyre are still up on Wikipedia. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
And then Omos, couldn't he just kind of stand in the center of the ring and reach up and grab him?
Yeah,
If you really need a ladder, you can step up on the first rung and grab him.
That's how the finish is going to be. Is like he'll stack 2 or 3 wrestlers and just stand on them like a step stool.
Right.
You'll yank down.
And then we've got is Shinsuke Nakamura or Sami Zayn, and then there's 3 still TBDs.
How the hell, like, dude, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. With how do we end up with Omos in this match, and why is he in this match? What is he going to look like in this match?
Well, can you think of a match that had a giant like that? Like, has Big Show ever been in a Money in the Bank match?
Wow.
Oh, holy!
Wow! Look, Victor sees it too.
Right? What the? That came out of nowhere.
Sami clean as a whistle.
Hey, he's representing the bloodline. Of course, he's gonna win.
That's it, right? The adopted brother. So
you wear the bloodline shirt, you win.
Not if you're the Usos. Fucking hell. All right, let's catch up.
Hold on, where the fuck did we leave off?
Look, that's good. What are we streaming tomorrow? Nothing.
Yes.
Nothing.
For the first time in for God knows how long.
That's it.
It's sorry, not sorry. This channel.
There's nothing really.
You can go back and watch our greatest hits.
Yes, like realistically, we looked at this and we thought, you know what? We bust our ass, and there's nothing really like jumping off the page to be like, we got to cover this one. So you know what?
Right.
It's summer, patios
and we're
are
about
open.
to basically be on all day, probably on Sunday for Forbidden Door. You know, second WrestleMania, as I like to call it at this point.
Right.
So, you know, I need some sleeps. I need to rest up.
Everyone's like, cry us a river. Shut up.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Yeah, like there's nothing. PPW, RMP, and MWF. Now, I'm not saying there's not decent names on a couple of these, but yeah, folks, we're gonna have a Saturday night off. So, and then we'll be back on Sunday to rock your world with Forbidden Door.
We will rock you against the Forbidden Door.
I don't think you can say that to the fans.
Now
you're like Vince with the Forbidden Door shit. They should have done Finn versus Shinsuke versus AJ. Alexis loves her like multi-person match. I like it too.
Well, and even then, that's just throw all the New Japan guys and just make it happen. I mean, she's not wrong. It would be a hell of a match, but like I said, that is very much just New Japan.
Well, I mean, you just put Finn in charge. Well, he's not really in charge. One of the fucking weirdest things ever. So he's on the team, but he's not the leader. They're all leading by example, or they're on the buddy system. I don't fucking know.
Well, I think she's talking more back then, but yeah, if you did this now, then
it would make
even less sense because you have Finn who supposedly backstabbed AJ because they lost, and then he turns around and becomes the leader of the group that beat him.
Like, AJ didn't really seem to care though. It was just like,
right. But Finn Balor pulled the ultimate Kevin Durant move of just my ass out of the pay-per-view, and I'm showing up on Monday night to not only I'm going to join your group, but I'm going to take it the fuck over.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think Paul said that about the cash in, unless I'm missing something. Yeah, I can't confirm that, folks. But he was saying something about something. Battle Riot tomorrow. We out. Battle Riot. Yeah. Yeah.
I did look at it. It is a good card. It's interesting. Like we get like Jacob Fatu versus Real One / Enzo Amore.
That's true. Yeah, is it Enzo versus Hammerstone at that event?
Yeah, I think it's Hammerstone versus
a weird match.
Versus Bandito.
Oh, Bandito.
Yeah, that should be a good match. But have you ever watched what was the fucking card called?
I don't know.
MLW. No, I'm saying the show we were just talking about.
MLW. Oh, Riot City, Riot or Riot City. I'll go back.
Anyways, moving on.
Yes. Why is this still happening? Bender Evil Robot reminds me of Paul Heyman. Don't see it. I love how I love how Gargano been on Twitch before getting booked at a car shop in Chicago, was talking about WWE games. Right on.
Cool.
KJ and Nick, in your honest opinion, Anthony always asks us to be honest, like we're full of shit.
As like I'm gonna give an unhonest opinion.
Right?
In your bullshit opinion. Who asked someone in your bullshit opinion?
Right.
What do you think of this?
Everyone else out there, let us know that make sure you include be honest, so we don't just completely
right. Let us know. Let me know your thoughts on me in your bullshit opinion.
Right. KJ and Nick, in your guys' honest opinion, who do you think goes into the Hall of Fame first? Remember, they debuted in WWE around the same time. John Cena, Randy Orton, or Batista. All depends on when they quit. I think Batista's the first one to go out of the three of them, to be honest.
Batista is the first to retire, and he's also the oldest, I believe, significantly. Yeah. He's a little bit more like DDP, to where he started off his wrestling career much later. So I think he's absolutely the first one out of those three to go into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I hear you. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, and if anything, I think Hunter introduces him.
The great one is here. Victor Nash has returned. Thank you for being here, buddy. Altis. Dig the green screen setups. Yeah, looking sharp, Nick. Looking sharp. We missed the Italian flag a little bit, though. I'm not going to lie.
I mean, all it would take is just literally
the magic of YouTube.
Right. Sorry, not sorry. This is not my actual house.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I just live in a bubble.
No, be honest. That's not your house?
Right. Yeah. I'm giving my honest opinion. This is not my house.
We got the New Day and Shanky and Jinder in the ring right now. Not is it Shaky? We're gonna get probably a dance off or something right now. Is that what I think? That's what it is?
I honestly, at this point, I wouldn't put it past him.
Oh wait, Xavier's saying what we always say: rematch.
Yes.
We know. We've been here. Second question of the day: name me a legit heel with heel heat. MJF.
Exactly.
Duh. Did you hear that whole man? The whole story about the airport and what's her face?
I haven't heard. I started it. I haven't finished it yet.
Man, Mark Henry got involved, and it's funny as shit. But yeah,
he was just in between them, picture in picture, like he is. It's time for the main event.
Yeah, right. But I cried at the prospect of, are you MJF? No. Like, oh shit. Straight up answered, no. Has anyone ever told you look like him? Yes. Not him? No. Like, this guy's fucking hilarious.
Oh, he's amazing. And you watch his stuff at like the conventions and with fan interactions and everything. Yeah, see, we're getting a dance off.
Why is this on my TV?
Bruce Pritchard.
Oh my God, this is so
Brother Longwood, I love you.
Jinder, just hit the Colossus and get this over with.
Just the ring collapses in on itself, like when Big Show and Mark Henry superplex themselves, and it just swallows all of this up right now and just go the fuck away.
And he just leaves.
You're a former world champion. I can do something.
He pushed me. I'm leaving. Heyman's plan was just to get Sheamus and Drew out of the match. Wrestlers can still cash in after the last man standing match. Okay, my bad. I thought he was rambling about that. So I misheard him. But yeah, Drew is not allowed in. What is happening? Why is
We're
this?
We're going to get Big Shank instead of Big E, Big D, all of that.
Yes! That's actually funny. This is good. Yes.
What is happening?
This is interesting. You're gonna pop. It's funny as shit.
Oh, what the hell?
Yes, they're new. They're bad. They're mean. Let's go. Kill people.
They look like, where are you? And I'm so sorry. With that fucking eyeliner. Get the fuck out of here with this Hot Topic bullshit. Fucking, I swear to God, they look like, emo is just a phase when you're a Viking. Okay, Mom?
It is, but they're mean, dude. They're mean. Yes.
Yes, because I'm sick and tired of you telling me to clean up my room. This house is a fucking prison on Bullshit Island. Fucking, what the heck? I read somewhere today to where there was a pitch or an idea to pair them with Brock Lesnar, and we just had basically the Viking bloodline instead of, to counter
that
Roman's
would be dope.
Right, and instead we just get, where are you? Just fucking, what in the Hot Topic bullshit is this? The Hot Topic Raiders is what they are
actually
now.
Being mean.
Mean to who?
New Day, the happiest fucking people on the show.
Because they're goth emo pricks.
Well, I don't care. They're kicking ass, and I don't like the New Day.
I don't like any of this. You said this was going to pop me, and it did in a whole.
No, I just thought the horn was funny. The whole horn thing was wicked.
Oh no, I didn't even. I just saw them with their emo eyeliner up on the fucking Titantron. It was just like, you're kidding me right now.
Well, they always had face paint. Now they have black. They're like Loki.
No.
Yes.
Now you can have face. We entirely disagree on this. You can have face paint and everything. They didn't need to change them. This right now just looks like Hot Topic. Rhea Ripley eyeliner.
That means you're mean. I'm just telling you what they thought.
Fucking raccoon eyes.
The same people that glue people's face into a smile, right? So I get it.
Right.
Whoa, what is she wearing? Looking good.
She's wearing a pride jacket.
She's looking good.
Oh, yeah. Well, she's always had some really good outfits, to be honest.
Very sharp.
Oh, yeah. Even when she was a WWE official.
Yes, it was. Yeah, Shinsuke debut match was against Sami. Yeah, that whole situation was amazing. Nick and KJ, do you guys see that Sasha hanging out with the former Kalisto, Samara de Sol, and Lady Lucha in a photo shoot? Sash have brown and black mixed hair. Interesting. Okay.
She didn't buy hair dye.
She's letting it blow up.
I don't get the hype for stuff like that. Like, okay, she didn't dye her hair. Like, this is WWE. They technically made Ezekiel grow a beard within like 24 hours and come out as Aliyah. So,
yes. Victor has a couple of real cool questions on some breaking news or news that has come up recently. The Ishii story, I knew that he hurt his knee, so they're going to replace him. I didn't know that Lady Frost asked for a release.
Yeah, I think actually CJ kind of broke that when we were doing the podcast last night. But yeah, I haven't seen much of her, but what I've seen in Impact, I'm a fan.
Yeah. Now, she was apparently told by the WWE that she was too old. That was the story I heard on her, was that she was there and they said, sorry, you're a little too old. But she's talented, so I'm confused. But if she asks for a release, is she just going to go an indie circuit it? Does she have another option? I don't know, Nick. It's interesting.
CYN?
Come on. People aren't really.
I don't want to say that because I feel like I don't know what to make of that promotion.
I'm going to watch a CYN show, man.
Probably the one and only. But I honestly think now that we don't have Vince, quote unquote, as the head of the company, we could start seeing certain people flock back towards the developmental. Like they could, we don't know yet. Still, this is still all super new, super fresh. We don't know exactly how much this could potentially shift things within the WWE. So we still need to kind of wait and see if Steph and Triple H may actually really be running everything, and we go back to that type of recruiting. What are you popping over there about?
There you go. Now, I'm just going through the comments as you're talking. So a couple of the ones are like, okay, KJ, I see you looking. She looking good. She is looking good.
I look at her.
They used a chia pet for formulation on Eliza's beard. Now that was Velcro as fuck. That would look like a felt. They stole it off a puppet.
Chia.
Right? Ohio is for lovers is actually more of an emo song.
We're gonna have an emo off right now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right. I raise you on my chem.
Right.
Kings of emo.
Fuck off with that.
Someone throw the used at me. We'll call it even.
When I was a young Viking, my father took me into Gorilla to see Vince McMahon.
Yeah, folks, welcome to Friday night at the Wrestling Fort Life Network. If you didn't know, we are live almost 7 days a week, every week. Tomorrow, we're taking it off. But every week we kind of come back, and most weeks we are 7 days a week. There's not a whole lot this week, so we are saving all our energy. We're going to get some rest. We're going to have some snacks, get all prepared, and be back for a marathon type stream. Yeah, it's kind of marathon type.
We gotta go consult Doctor Strange to go, with the multiverse of madness and go through the forbidden door and everything. So we gotta prepare. We gotta contact the MCU and all of that.
Absolutely, folks. So subscribe, tell everybody you know we are here. We are rolling. We're having fun. And as always, SmackDown on Friday. After this, we're jumping over to Rampage. So we got a couple more hours to go. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Enjoy the show, and tell everybody you know, even strangers. You see somebody with a wrestling t-shirt, let them know about the best place you can watch the shows right here with Bear and the Banter.
Be that person that runs up to strangers on the street and just says, "Hey, I see you with a Bullet Club shirt. Have you heard about the Wrestling for Life Network? Have you heard about our Lord and Savior?" So yes,
KJ told me to tell you.
Friend. Right. If you're here, I know you probably got at least three friends or three family members that are wrestling fans. So be a friend, tell a friend.
Gary agrees with me.
No, they look like
Yes, Victor's with me.
No. The only heel turn they did was they started shopping at a Hot Topic.
Shaky face turn. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna get Big Shake instead of Big E.
Big Shake and Bake.
Absolutely. Xavier Woods and Kofi are absolutely gonna do Shake and Bake. Absolutely. Yes, please.
Look at this team.
Absolutely.
Yes, give me more of this.
Right.
Yes. This is good.
Oh, this is awesome.
These three women together with this look, with this attitude, with this demeanor.
Make this a faction. Make this the female Blackpool Combat Club.
They look good. And Xia Li didn't come out and do a bunch of shit that she shouldn't be doing. Viking Raiders. Shelton just returned from injury this week. Oh, they got Shelton on main event. That's a sin. He's been at WWE for years. Hasn't he running up the ladders and jumping off? Shelton Benjamin's awesome. He really is. It's kind of like the runt of that graduating class as far as what everyone else kind of balloons.
Yeah. He was part of the Minnesota Wrecking Crew with Brock. He still will forever be a GIF with and folks, for those who aren't watching, we're getting a handicap match between Raquel Rodriguez, and Lacey Evans versus Sonya Deville. So
Lacey Evans switched up her fighting style. Like maybe I didn't notice that last week or whenever she wrestled that one match.
It's because she's coming out looking like
G.I. Jane.
Sonya Blade, I was gonna say.
Yeah, so she's doing like sweep kicks and
Oh yeah.
She just did a palm thrust to the chest.
Sweep kick, up, left, down, right, back up, punch, AB.
Man, you get blisters
going. Bringer.
Right? Get blisters going back down, forward, back down, forward.
Yeah, back down, left, right, up, down, down, left, AB, AB.
Oh, you got a headache. Shaker reminds me of No Way Jose. No way.
No way. No way. No way.
Yeah, man. Get out of here. Viking Raiders look for a War Machine. Yes. Sorry, I just repeated that just because I like it, and Nick's shaking his head.
Yeah, because they look like Terrence Howard's War Machine. He was there for all of one movie, and then Don Cheadle took over. Absolutely, get them off my screen. I don't need to, like I say.
My only beef is they didn't have to go furry. They switched to
that's your issue. Is not the eyeliner.
The eyeliner's fine.
No,
the eyeliner's fine.
I believe
why are they furry
and everything?
Why they turn heel in the summer and put on fur?
They also were just in NXT. They don't know what they were doing.
Listen,
they were the Viking experience at one point. They can't even figure out their fucking name.
Right? They stay like this. It's good. The problem is you got a heel tag team at the top. So how do you swing that one?
Now, so again, because I heard this earlier, and let me bring this up. Would you have rather what you just saw, or would you rather them as like almost a Viking kind of bloodline and you pair them with Brock?
That would have been really cool. I will give you that. If they would have just like walked out with Brock, how fucking imposing of a trio is that?
Absolutely.
Bloodline, but run, right? Like Brock's an animal, and then those two behind him. That's a cool thing, a cool look, a cool visual. Brock already looks kind of Viking-ish with his man, but he doesn't have to. He's not going to gimmick it up and give him eyeliner. But
yeah, if he came out without the cowboy hat and they just come out with the tattoos and all their Viking kind of gear shit, they don't need to have the face paint, all of that, or just look fucking tough. Look like they're going to beat the shit out of somebody. Right. Not, where are you? And I'm so sorry.
But I can't deal. Holy shit!
Oh, right, gee, the two people beat the one person. How predictable.
Remember I said that those three women look like a really good, badass faction?
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost. Shit.
Yeah. Well, Sonya lost, but so now maybe this is where she actually says, Chris, I need some backup and I need some help.
Chris?
All of that.
Is this the ding-dong moment, Chris?
You're going to pair Bayley with Raquel Rodriguez and Lacey Evans? No, I think you take Shayna, you take Xylee, and you take Sonya, and you do almost like a female Blackpool Combat Club. They wanted to do it with the 4 horsewoman MMA version of Ronda, Shayna, Jessamine Duke, and Marina Shafir, but Marina and Jessamine were still very green, and Shayna debuted way before Ronda, so they already messed her up.
The pants on her hips, they don't look comfortable at all. It's not like, I think she's just trying to show off her hips, but it's not a good. I don't think it's a good look. Maybe I'm wrong. Men out there, women out there, I just don't. When she's standing straight up, to me it looks awkward.
I think she's just awkward.
Okay, wait, bros. Dude, are Los Lobos like one step away of pushing the girl out of the way and just kissing each other?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the Lady and the Tramp, spaghetti moment.
Like, hey, bro,
where they're just they're eating the same piece and they just happen to kiss each other. And we've got Drew now wearing a shirt of his own.
Piece, bro.
Wait, what?
You're not supposed to say eating the same piece. Just women's right knockout. Yes.
We're now getting the Street Profits walking through the 24/7 division. But I absolutely need an outfit like the Street Profits are wearing right now.
Yeah, right.
Montez Ford's look right now. Absolutely, I want that.
Is the slogans on the junk of your pants going to be a new thing?
It's like it reminds me of boxing trunks, though.
Yeah, true.
But did you also notice that they had the then now forever together on the little mini thing?
Wait the hell! Look at this!
Oh, that's great! Yes. So for those who aren't watching right now, we have Ronda's music play, and then now we have Natalya coming out in full Ronda cosplay of even the Nightman cometh eye makeup that just looks like
she joined the Viking Raiders.
Had eyeshadow and then just went but and then she's also coming out pushing a baby stroller, because I legitimately initially thought, why the hell is Ronda bringing her child out right now?
Right. There's no baby, just so you guys know. There's not even a toy baby. So
Gene Snitsky returning tonight.
Right. Confirmed. They were like, we've done that once before. We're not fucking doing it again.
It's not my fault.
Raquel Gonzalez would be a better fit as a scary, tough son of a brr. Yeah. 100%. 100%. If you took Raquel Gonzalez, sorry, Nick, and put her with the other three, and they were all mean fuckers, that's dude, dominate. Take all the belts, dominate, be interesting for the women's division, and just shit on everybody.
Right. That's the thing, is like how you were saying with like Mandy Rose versus Cora Jade doesn't seem believable. That's the thing, is you just need a bunch of badass women in the division. That's why Ronda's fucking over. That's why people really gravitate towards Rhea Ripley, because she seems like a badass. Shit, it's what made Bianca Belair get over, because she actually is big and athletic. We don't need Nikki ASH, almost a superhero, almost get the fuck off my screen. So,
man, but that's the thing. Like, and you kind of touched on it there with like Belair. Belair's a great example. Ronda's a great example. You need, like, you had the Baileys and the Sashas coming up, and when they were building their hype and their career, the names they have now, well, they had people like Ronda and not Ronda, fucking hell, Charlotte and Lynch, and these heels to build up those characters. Belair suffers because they're giving her this weak sauce, right? You push what they give her, and it might be a little better, and you get over. That's it, man. Just better matches overall.
Well, it seems like we're almost getting now a generational type thing of like Hangman Page becomes AW champion, and he struggles to actually have valid contenders. Roman's now champion post Brock win at Mania. Now he's struggling to have contenders. Bianca goes over Becky after the big pop of Becky coming back at SummerSlam. And then now she's struggling to have contenders. It's like they build up a star and don't try and build up multiple stars at the same time.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly the nail on the head, is they really focus. Like, you have Sheamus and the New Day and Butch, and the list goes on. You had, at one point you had Cesaro and all these other guys in the middle of the card. All you have to do is whatever they're up to, have some purpose to it and some flow to it. Doesn't always have to matter, but and at the same time you're doing that, you have to have your up and comers, like guys like Walter, who are just squash match every, not every week, but every couple weeks he comes out, squashes someone else, and then then the people he's squashing get a little bit better and a little bit better and a little bit better, and all of a sudden you guys are following the arc of this guy, going, oh shit, he's somebody. It's like anyone else that's come in any other time before now, is you build them up. So as you have all this going on, this is interesting, this is developing, and you funnel it. But that's just me.
If common sense was common, it wouldn't be called common sense.
Right. Sonya loses every single match. Have you noticed? Yes, I have. She's great. Awful booking of Sonya Deville. She looks great. Good kicks, good moves. Thoughts, KJ, Nick. Riley, good to see you, by the way. Big shout out, buddy. Nick.
Oh, you want me to go first on this one? But the thing is, though, is with Sonya, is she doesn't really lose much with actually losing a match. She lost in Saudi Arabia to Ronda and Naomi. She then was fired from being a creative position backstage, and she's now since lost every match pretty much since then, including being booked into a handicap match. But you're still interested when she shows up on screen.
Right. I give Natty credit. This whole like the splattered makeup is amazing. You were mad about the Viking Raiders. Ronda's gonna be pissed about this.
No, because she's just, she's Nightman fighting Dayman.
Right.
But no, I can get behind this because she's pointing out how fucking stupid Ronda looks. I'm sorry. I know Ronda's a badass, but she looks very like Mad Max Fury Road. She looks like Furiosa from Mad Max.
Yeah.
With the fucking makeup like that. She looks like she's got bruises on her head because there's that much purple up there.
Yeah, it looks like she took an absolute beating.
Right.
She actually looks like Ronda after the Nunez fight.
But this is the most character, though, that I've really seen Natty show.
Well, I was about to say that, Nick. I usually
no.
shit all over Natty because the minute she starts talking, I'm like, you need to stop doing that. Please try another hobby. I'm okay with what I'm watching right now.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't expecting it to be Natty. Natty's not the type of person that comes out and does something like this. She's very much that old school Bret Hart, Hart family, just we'll keep it in the ring type personality. She's not known for being well spoken on the mic.
That's great. No, that's it. She's not. That was her hindrance.
But did you see the actual back and forth
on Twitter?
Right. I can't tell if that's shoot or kayfabe.
It's got to be shoot. They're friends. Fuck up. I mean, kayfabe.
Yeah.
It's kayfabe.
Well, but that's the thing.
She's right.
Put a foot in her mouth.
That YouTube show with Natty and her sister, weird, right? Like, you all of a sudden click by and there they are, like half naked with bananas.
Yeah, it's one of those
like interesting.
Professional wrestlers having OnlyFans, and I don't knock the hustle. Absolutely, I respect it. But at this point, Natty, you might as well just have an OnlyFans. You don't have a YouTube channel. You have an OnlyFans account.
It's a little close. It's close.
Oh, it's not a little bit close. It's a lot of close.
It's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting. We're making muffins. Oh, okay. All right. Put your top on. Natalia pulling out a CM Punk move.
Natalia pulling out muffins. I don't know why that made me fucking.
Oh, welcome to the show, folks.
Right, I'm a grown adult, people. Can't have me out here giggling to muffins. I see.
Ronda Drowsy's in the ring.
What?
Ronda Drowsy's in the ring.
Hey, well, I mean, with her eyeshadow and everything right now, she looks like she could use a couple hours of sleep. But yeah, this is the Spider-Man meme right now.
Right?
Right. Just
wait. Well, this is awkward. Does her shirt say? If her shirt says banana, I'm gonna faint.
Beating with a stroller. This looks
with a stroller. We're having a mob fight.
This looks super awkward. I'm only going to take off your jacket. You son of baddest. I almost thought for a second it did say bananas.
So I said, if her shirt says bananas, I'm gonna shit. It's not cool.
Yeah, but it's just, is she gonna put a jacket on a jacket? But I'm collecting your jacket as a trophy. Like, bitch, you should have wanted to punch her in the face instead of just, I'm gonna take your coat off so you're slightly cooler. Like, what?
Yeah. No, I don't get it. Oh, Butch is, dude, do you think Butch is tired? Butch?
A moose bush.
Right? My Canadian's coming out. A Butch. They've been holding Butch back the whole night. You think he's tired?
Maybe she's gonna take a shit. I mean, I know if you have a dog and they start pulling on the leash, probably means they got to go take a piss or a shit or something like that.
Right? What is happening? And you think Ridge at some point would just be like, fuck it, go. I don't care.
Somebody go take Butch out for a walk. Go walk around the block.
Right. Yeah. No, there's no way I'm holding this grown-ass man back all day long like it's my job. At some point, I'm like, fuck it, dude, fight him. I don't care. Go get him.
Is he really a grown-ass man?
Used to be.
Yeah, it used to be.
Used to be. KJ, I would love to see Nikita Lyons in the Ronda and Natty feud because Alexis, I don't think we should add more than 2 people to every situation. I think we can go 2 and then a third. I think Nikita Lyons will challenge for the title at some point, but
it's the Vince Russo booking of just everybody gets on the show.
You're like, all right, you 4 fight. Fuck it, go.
Who do we have left in catering? All right, y'all are in a 6-man tag match now.
I think the next time Anthony says like, "Hey, what do you think of this?" or "Hey, read my comments," I'm gonna just not read them.
Are you?
I'm just gonna ignore them. I'm just gonna skip them. It's the only person that does that in the chat. Hey, what about me? The champ is here. I like it.
If we missed your comment, then unfortunately, not to sound like an asshole, but you're gonna have to just resend it. I can say this as someone who came from the chat. So
yeah, you guys rambling motherfuckers.
Right, but still, I just know if it gets passed up, just resend it. Like, don't make me scroll because then we're gonna just lose all sorts of track.
Listen, I feel like at the end of the night, like it's like a video game. Like you got 97% of the coins. Shit. I missed 3. I gotta go back.
You did not get all collectibles.
Right.
Restart level.
Exactly, JJ. It's crazy. They should have Raquel the same way and have the last woman scream Raquel dominated.
What?
Yeah, she should dominate everybody, I think is where we're going with that. And yeah, Raquel should be a badass. You gotta stop smiling.
I was gonna say, I think there's some people who want Raquel to dominate them for a different reason.
Yeah, her dude's brawn, man. What are you gonna do?
I mean,
woo. Bayley needs to come back because she's the clue of the women's division. She's the mystery, not the clue. The glue of the women's division.
It's like the clue, Inspector Gadget. Right. I'll get you. I'll get you, Gadget.
Nick, apparently you made a really good point. I don't know what it was, but
I make a lot of really good points.
I would love how you remix AEW toward WWE.
Remix.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. You said Chris Leclerc. The segment is going to be a disaster. Okay, there we go. I guess reading backwards was a good one. It's a shame WWE still have the women tag titles just collecting dust on Bruce Pritchard's desk. I don't know what to say.
Don't piss off your champions.
I don't know if part of them are just like, we don't want to give the belts to someone else because we don't know how this is going to work. We might end up having to bring them back.
That was part of Johnny Ace's severance package of sit your ass on the sidelines of here, take the tag belts, tag belts with you, go give them to the Bellas. We need them in a couple months.
Well, I mean, technically, they gave Johnny the belts and said, well, there you go. You and Vince are the tag team champs of the office.
Best tag team champions in wrestling history. 1-0 will never be defeated.
Right? No, it's not 1-0. They've been fucking running a streak with Goldberg since 1981, buddy. Get the fuck out of here, 1-0.
They beat the Undertaker's streak.
They probably put up 2 wins on the way back from the fucking from the deposition.
When Vince hopped off the apron, he just was skipping. He's like, gonna go do another.
Gonna get me an intern. I'll be right back. You said Chris Leclerc. Okay, I got that one. It was Lacey Evans' first match on SmackDown. Sure it was. She's been trying new moves since being away, mixing in some good stuff. No. I'm not no. I don't know. What do you think? The whole Street Fighter gimmick
with everything with Lacey Evans.
Shit.
She's Emma. She's just they teased her on SmackDown as a babyface, the sob story. Then she was going to go to Raw as a heel, and that was all of a match. And then she went back to SmackDown, but as a heel. But we still get the sob story, babyface, weird Sonya Blade, up, down, left, right, AB. Like, it makes no fucking sense at this point. I already, that's the thing is Lacey Evans was already very new and very people were very on the fence with her initially when she debuted on the main roster with
Hey,
the Nasties and all
Undertaker,
that.
One Dead Man Show, Nashville, Tennessee, July 29th.
Building up the hype for SummerSlam because that's where they're doing SummerSlam.
Oh.
But isn't Taker coming out with a podcast too? I feel like I heard that.
Yes. Our buddies at A2K, A to the K, did an interview with Godfather. Godfather spilled some beans about the Undertaker podcast. And I know he'd been talking about possibly doing like a TV show. Like he joked that maybe you do a hunting show, but apparently this podcast is going to be a thing. I mean, I'm down. I mean,
I did like The Last Ride, and I know I've started listening to Foley's pod.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually really like that too. Yeah.
I don't know. I got to try that one. I love Mick Foley. I just don't know if I can let him go.
Well, that's the thing is it's us. It's just he kind of just goes. Like the one I'm listening to is still the first episode about one of my favorite matches, to be honest, and one that I really watched a lot is his No Way Out Hell in a Cell retirement match between him and Triple H, to where he took the backdrop through the top of the cell, coming off of his match at the Royal Rumble, which is the best street fight. If you have not seen Triple H versus Mick Foley, Cactus Jack,
it was a good one.
The Royal Rumble, I believe 2000. I think Royal Rumble 2000 as a whole is one of the most underrated WWE pay-per-views because that's where you had that whole spot to where Jeff Hardy's on the entrance ramp or the balcony doing a swanton onto the Dudley Boys. And so we've got Ricochet versus Gunther right now in the ring.
That we do. As people who want to talk about it, surprising guys. Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know that was a common thought. I always kind of had the idea that Americans created the concept to talk about because Mexicans would have made it better. My thought. So yeah, I believed it was an American product. I mean, kind of had to be, right?
It just fits with being an American thing.
Yeah, it just feels like, the Americanized someone else's cuisine. Shocker.
Welcome to America. We will fuck up your
we'll fuck up your main dish.
Right. We will fuck up your food.
What else we got? Somebody called the Undertaker for Ricochet's funeral. Ding. Yeah. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. What else we got here, folks? Well, Vince loves Juicy Pro Wrestler. Shit. If it was untrue, I wouldn't have laughed. Ronda is crap, not a fan, and that's my comment. Ha! Riley, I don't know if you caught it, but I do refer to Ronda as Ronda Drowsy because every time she comes out, I get a little sleepy. And a lot of people, including people on this channel, get mad at me for having that opinion about one said Ronda Rousey. Yeah, no, she's not good. I don't like her. I don't like her on the mic. I don't really like her in the ring. She doesn't even seem to like her. She seems very uninterested in what she's doing. My humble opinion, but I'm the one with the microphone, so I guess it's a tough break. But I agree with you, Raleigh. Ronda Drowsy for me. Okay, you bringing up video games. As people who want, why do I keep clicking on that one? You're making me hungry. All right. Getting attacked by mosquitoes. I meant Scream in Pain in the other version. Oh, okay. I'm not going back there. Wasn't that Lacey Evans' first match on SmackDown? Didn't she have one singles match maybe on Raw, though, when they had this weird, we can't decide where to put her? Maybe I'm wrong about that. But by a drunk white boy while he was in college, yep. It really makes sense. It is a drunk guy. It's the listen, give me some Taco Bell. I'm a sucker for it. They should just put the women's tag titles on Raquel and Lacey. I said it first. Victor's calling it, but yeah, I mean, you gotta have some women to do it with, and I think their best bet right now is Gigi and the other one, Gigi, and you know who she is. I think they're the NXT Women's Champions. I think you unify those belts. I don't care. Oh, there's Ricochet. Jobbed. Didn't even put up a fight. It's over. Stunner. Gunther. Bum, bum, bum. So that's it, folks. We got the big W by... We got the big W by Gunther again. Ricochet gets jobbed out. Anybody surprised? I wasn't surprised. Did anyone expect anything different? Southern Belle, Lacey Evans should have been on that, not trying something different. Some people would say yeah. Some people would agree. I'm okay with her trying something different. It's how they tried it and what they've done since going away from the Southern Belle. And to be completely honest, even in this match here tonight, Lacey feels better as a heel. No doubt. Back to Kayla. Ricochet, no. Paul Heyman is back. My buddy Nick was right. Look, guy, just a little secret, guys. Look, the magic. There's the flag, but now the green on the flag has a green screen. All right. We can't see too far behind the curtain, but that's pretty funny. Josh Alexander is set to face Jacob Fatu at Ric Flair's last pay-per-view. That is actually shaping up to be a good card. They've named a few matches now. There you go. Some laughs. Some more laughs. KJ and Nick, where do you guys see Amy Dumas in her prime as in-ring competitor? Did she have any charisma to lead her own stable? Anthony. Good question. I don't know. To me, Lita always kind of struggled with like the vote. Like I think she got better with age with the microphone. And then when she was doing a lot of, look at Paul and Sami all happy and in love. Yeah, I don't know. I guess she could have, but she could kind of be in charge of one at this point in her career. But in the past, there was just always something lacking. Like she was great in the ring. I didn't like when she actually spoke. You know what, Trish? I'm like, yeah, it's enough out of you. Wait. Oh. Sami and Paul are good together, by the way. Tamina is in the ring. No entrance for Tamina. And she's going up against Shotzi. Shotzi beat Tamina clean. Roll up. We're going to get a roll up. Let's go, Ricochet. No, sorry. Do you believe it's a no-brainer that Miro will win? I don't think it's going to be a no-brainer, Victor. I think it is Miro's tournament to win. I think there's a couple of other compelling components to this. And you have Pac in the mix, who's long overdue to kind of step into what he should be in this company. With COVID and travel issues and staying close to home and all the bullshit that we went through, we haven't had a consistent dose of Pac at all. So if we can get him here and keep him here, that man, just of who he is and what he can do, should have a title. Miro is my pick. I think Miro should hold on to that belt. I think Miro as the TNT champion was outstanding. So for me, it's not a no-brainer because, and keep in mind, you still have Malachi in the mix. I don't think Ishii's replacement, it'll come back to me in a second. Yes, Australian dude. But yeah, I don't think it's a no-brainer. I honestly think it's a 3-horse race. And I mean, if you want to, listen, the House of Black shit has puttered. I know people like the entrance. I know people like the feel, the vibe, but it's getting flat. They haven't had enough to dig into. Nothing like where they're like causing trouble, running. Nobody causes a good muck anymore. Is that like an old timey thing? Like no one's out there fucking shit up. Like You think back to like the real cool shit, but like when you had people that were doing, like, the Undertaker would show up, but he would do something. There was lightning bolts and fire and pyro and just really causing a disaster with this kind of shit. Bray, same thing. Like, I mean, there was different aspects to it. And now very flat. It's just like we're dark and creepy. That's it. And then we wrestle like everyone else. What you expect them, but it's just we need more. You need them to be, the NWO in on their onset where they're flipped to the back and they're smashing people's heads off the trucks and causing shit in the production truck and giving the announcers a hard time, really pissing people off, really fucking up the scene, really making it matter that, oh shit, they're here and they're crazy. Not just come out to a dark entrance and wear makeup. There has to be more. So yeah, it was a long-winded ramble. I'm not even on the question anymore. But yeah, that was a long-winded answer to that. I think Malachi could use it. I think Pac deserves it and could carry it well. I think it's Miro's belt to have. I blame Vince and Bruce booking for Ronda, for you having the reaction when she comes out to do the promos and the matches. Part of that, yeah. I don't know why. She either a heel that just comes out and nobody likes her and she doesn't give a shit. She's got a chip on her shoulder, which I think she would do naturally and comfortably. She'd just get in there and spit. But for me, she doesn't. And she's trying to be a baby face and playful, and it doesn't work. It doesn't go well for me. Shotzi is here. I don't know. They took her tank away. JC Jane. Yeah, that's it. I'm just playing. I always like to make fun of JC. I am predicting the new member of Blackpool Combat Club and the new opponent for Will Ospreay will be Tony Depp. Tony Deppin or Johnny Depp? And because he had bled in his match with Mox at GCW. Whew. Anthony. That's a little juicy for me. I like that a little bit. Tony Deppin and John Moxley had a really, really good match. A really, really good match last weekend. And Tony Deppin's a really talented guy. Really moves the needle. That's a really good point. Like, I really could see that would be a surprise. I don't know if it moves the needle enough. To me, it's a 2-horse race. It's either Gargano or it is Cesaro. I've been saying for a long time, the members of the Blackpool Combat Club keep referencing Claudio, keep referencing Cesaro for reasons, and there's ties and relationships there and meaning there. So it makes sense. Now, is he a super technical wrestler? I don't know. It's been a while. We've watched him do sports entertainment for quite a bit where it's very stereotypical. So could Claudio get in the ring and really tear it down? It would be a hell of an opportunity for Cesaro. Everybody talks about Zack Sabre Jr. and everybody was looking forward to this technical wizardry between him and Bryan. If Cesaro could come in and live up to that, it helps Cesaro. It's a real feather in Cesaro's cap, who already has an extensive resume, but people forget because he's been doing the same shit for so long. Beyond that, you have Gargano as an option, and why not? I mean, he is that technical wizard. He's dynamic, and it would be interesting how they explain the whole story. I don't know the full connection there, but I think it would get a bigger pop, and I think Zack Sabre Gargano could potentially be a match that we talk about for a long time. Just my thought. Yes. Thank you, Raleigh. Shotzi kind of gets her foot on the rope, gets it under the rope. Tamina looks like, oh my God, I actually thought I was going to win, but we all know you're not going to. Howdy, y'all. Boss Monster, good to see you, buddy. Welcome back. I like Shotzi. Cute, cool hair. WWE need to give her a chance. She's good in the ring. Yeah, I don't know what they've done with this lady as of late. It's been kind of a tricky one as far as, is she good? Is she not good? I don't see much of her. When she was good, I kind of liked her with Amber Moon, to be honest. I don't know why they fucked that completely up. Yeah, man. Clark Connors, thank you. I was going to call him Tom Connors. Then I was just thinking of Tom Collins, and I never got to the answer. Thank you. Shotzi going to Money in the Bank.
Yes.
Shocker.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, I'm aboard the Tamina train of. I just saw recently to where The Rock, her cousin, bought her a house.
Yo, isn't that a little bit like, what the fuck, bro? I make my money.
Well, no, he did explain it really well. Of that, she is a single mother.
Okay.
Let's be honest, she's not booked the greatest. She
no, I mean, it's amazing that he did it. I'm just like,
right.
You know, it's just Rock showing up with houses.
Oh, well, I mean, when you make that type of money, I mean, man don't got $7 in the pocket. Haunted by the flashback of this bullshit.
Man, it reminds me of Loki. I'm good.
A Viking hunter took me into Gorilla. of Vince McMahon.
That's the best shit. We should rewrite that whole song.
Oh, I bet you I could. By the end of tonight, I bet you I probably will.
Right? I'm down. That's funny as hell.
Someone
Anthony,
put that, please, right now.
Right. Anthony disagrees with me about WWE tried to play off Lacey Evans' military background because I thought the Southern Belle gimmick was getting boring. Listen, I'm okay with them doing that. Sell the Army gimmick. Oh, look!
No! First you do Max Dupree, and then now...
This is good.
No!
Wait a minute.
What?
The homeboy looks so...
He just
called it.
Just back to back.
Was one of the Viking Raiders different?
Back to back.
Wait, was that a new Viking Raider?
No.
He looks different. I stopped for a second, like, wait a minute. He just looks different. He talks different.
Fuck this shit up back to back.
No, the only thing that doesn't make sense, like I said, they didn't have to get furry because they went heel, but they're big, imposing heels. Let them go heel.
Yeah, let them not wear eyeliner.
They're Vikings. Vikings wear makeup.
That's why I got the war paint and everything. That was fine.
So
when it looks like you're fucking Egyptian, raid like an Egyptian, you know. No.
Man, you're crazy. KJ,
yeah, I have diagnosis proving that too.
Me too. Shotzi wins. Yes, Shotzi loses. No, she didn't. Another WWE.
That's such a back and forth right there. Shotzi wins. Shotzi loses.
Another WWE generic female wrestler win. Yeah, fair enough.
Shotzi is far from generic. Like you were saying earlier, I heard you of. I really liked her with Ember. If they would have left her in NXT and let her develop more, she would have been great. Yeah. She got over with the whole tank, the whole being the punk chick and everything. Yeah. She very much felt like a breath of fresh air. She felt like Paige a little bit when she showed up. Paige was very much the kind of anti-diva. Shotzi's very much a bit the anti-blonde, you know. She's not Lacey Evans. She's not Mandy Rose. She's not Lana. She's green hair, horror movies, and a tank.
Yeah. I was like, leave her with the tank. She didn't have to shoot shit out of it, but leave her with her cool little tank and give her the hardcore entrance and the little banger, and you make her the rocker chick who's fucking badass and takes names, and and then they had to go pump it up. Even on straight anymore. Got me all spun.
But no, I even liked when she shot the little like Nerf dart out of her tank to like throw people off.
Yeah, no, I thought that was cool, except when people like oversold it, like they just got hit by a fucking bomb.
I just want to see it to where like she did that to somebody, they caught it.
Yeah, right. Right. Tamina just palms it.
Right. Just what, bitch?
Tamina deserves a belt. She is the most hardworking woman ever. I don't know.
She had a belt, the 24/7.
Yeah, give her that back. Max Dupree.
Alexis. Trigger warning.
Yeah, right. Where were we? There we go.
Anywhere but Max Dupree.
It's crazy. Not meaning to start anything, but hey, Alexis, Boss Monster, you're such a shit.
How you doing?
How you doing? Eric looks different.
How you doing, boss?
Is it the same person?
Yes.
Are we
he
sure?
looks different because he looks like he shops at Hot Topic now.
I gotta check his tattoos. Was he the same dude?
Is this the Bray Wyatt, Bo Dallas bullshit too of when Bray showed up as the Fiend in that burn costume and everyone's like, it's Bo Dallas. See, they covered him up. It's like, no, man's just slimmed out a little bit. Give him some credit.
A little bit.
Right. Big guys can slim out too.
What fucked me up was I thought he sounded different. That's what fucked me up was he started talking. I was like, wait, who's this guy?
When you listen to nothing but emo music, you probably sound different too. You start quoting Edgar Allan Poe.
He's not even listening. He's just listening to fucking heavy drums beat all day. Just
no, that man's got MCR on full blast right now.
Hey, Boss Monster, how you doing, hun? It's about to go down. Not too bad.
Something strange for a little piece of change.
Until Bailey comes back, I don't care about SmackDown and Raw. We know, Chris. Trust me, buddy. We're gonna pop.
Do you have I had a spotlight in the ring. Like we're getting like the Scott Steiner pose down, and now we've got Max Dupree talking to Adam Pearce.
You know what, bud? I'll be right back. I can't.
Alrighty. So yes, I have Max Dupree right now talking to Adam Pearce. So I think we are getting the debut of the first male model. I know that sounds very much like I'm talking about Magic Mike. So, I mean, don't be surprised if we get Channing Tatum or Kevin Nash or somebody coming out. But I think we're getting the debut of the first male model from Max Dupree. And to think that this man, they wanted this man just when he was Eli Drake, just in Impact when they were still doing the deal with Global Force Wrestling. Like this man was Impact's world champion with a Global Force Wrestling, or he was technically holding the Global Force Championship or Global Force Wrestling Championship with an Impact sticker on this thing. And they put his animations into their 2K games because they knew that they wanted him. They got him, and then he's now too old. They don't know what to do with him. They don't know how to book him. And so now we've got Max Dupree. We've gotten now finally what everybody feared Adam Cole was destined for, with the whole rumor of him being the manager of Keith Lee and having to cut his hair. You're guilty. That's just creepy. He says, your guilty pleasures, and then just stares there smiling. Just creepiness. And now we've got Pat standing on the announce table. Oh, he's addressing Happy Corbin, Baron Corbin, King Corbin, whatever you want to call him, calling Pat McAfee out. I think we're going to get him versus Pat versus Corbin at SummerSlam, which I'm all for. I'm a big fan of Pat McAfee, as I'm sure some of you can tell. But I do think that Pat can very much go in the ring. He's still very athletic from his NFL days. We've seen him hanging there with guys like Adam Cole, who everybody says, oh, he's such a workhorse. Oh, he's an indie guy. And Pat put on a hell of a match. He was in there with Austin Theory this year and took a, stunner from Stone Cold Steve Austin. Pat gets it, and he's up there as I'd say probably one of the best, if not the best, celebrity that's been involved with WWE. Oh yeah, Rally. Pat is great at promos. Like, honestly, watch his show, not to try and plug anybody, but shit, he goes on before we do. So you can watch him before you watch us. But yeah, this man it's very Bobby the Brain Heenan to me on the mic of that with a little bit of Jesse Ventura. And I like that Michael Cole plays it straight, and it's like I said, it's very Heenan Gorilla Monsoon. It's not quite King JR, but they work very well together. Surprisingly, interestingly enough, from the whole tuxedo jorts situation when Pat first was working with the WWE to now him and Michael Cole are probably the two best commentators going right now. This man has the crowd in the palm of his hand. Really? Why do you think Michael Cole sucks, KJ? When you come back, you're going to have to explain yourself on that. Pat McAfee versus Adam Cole will always be the best. Yes, but I did also very much like their War Games match. I think that was really great. I think out of the Pat McAfee matches, I would say that that's probably the best out of them. Just because any War Games match is great, at least when it was the black and gold NXT. He's now getting the crowd to chant "bum ass Corbin." So yes, we are. I would say absolutely 100% getting Pat McAfee versus Baron Corbin, Happy Corbin. No longer with Madcap Corbin versus Pat McAfee at SummerSlam. And honestly, I feel like that card needs matches like that. It's supposed to be, the biggest party of the summer, and it needs something besides just Roman and Brock that's going to draw you in. And so right now I'm getting Sheamus coming out to the ring. So it looks like we're getting the tag match between Sheamus and Drew versus the Usos. So does anyone out there have the Usos winning? Because I know I sure as hell don't. Especially because this is for Sheamus and Drew's spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match. I absolutely think that they're winning. But if anybody disagrees, you can let me know in the chat. You can let me know in the comments and explain yourself. Don't just say Usos because whatever, just give an explanation as to why you're picking them. Because to me, unfortunately, as much as I like the Usos, I think they're one of, if not the best tag teams in wrestling right now. I don't think that they stand a snowball's chance in hell with Sheamus and Drew. Yeah, actually, shit, I didn't even just realize there's still 20 minutes. There's only 20 minutes left before. Oh, and they're doing the double point with the cane and then the sword at the Money in the Bank champion or the Money in the Bank briefcases. But yeah, I didn't even realize that there's only 20 minutes left of SmackDown. So this absolutely is the main event. I don't think we're really getting, unfortunately, Roman or Brock showing up. Or if we do, I mean, there's nothing saying that this isn't a 10-minute match and then we still get, the 5-minute Roman entrance and you get a little bit of carryover. But yeah, I still like this as a main event. I just still kind of wish we saw a follow-up between Roman and Brock, which hopefully we still do. But I did just get an ad for Cena coming back on next week's Monday Night Raw. What do you guys think they're going to do with Cena coming back? Is it going to just be a celebration of his time with WWE, with his like they did very much with Randy Orton with his anniversary, or do you think that they're going to build to Austin Theory and do a U.S. title match, or like I threw out earlier, kind of the outsider theory, the outlier would be if they don't do that, or if Cena sticks around, that they do Gunther versus Cena. They do the very much like the stereotypical foreign heel versus Mr. All America, Mr. Captain America, John Cena. So let me know what you guys think about that. Just give me 1 second, real quick.
Sorry, I tried to steal your lunch. In the ring, boys. Frozen peas, duct tape, sushi, and more reasons to rumble from your neighborhood.
Let me get back to some of these comments because I am in a commercial break. Okay, Drew Sheamus, 100% win because Drew should be challenging Roman. He's great. Not sure if you agree. I do think Drew is great, but I do think we already pretty much have it, if not officially set in stone, at least in the fans' minds of set in stone. That we're going to get Roman versus Drew at Clash of the Castle in Wales. So it's all unreal if they really think that he needs the Money in the Bank briefcase to set that match up, or if they can't kind of build to that in a different way. Because like I said, I think honestly, to me, Seth wins Money in the Bank because you could go the whole Seth versus Roman route, or if Cody's healthy, depending on when he comes back, depending on how everything goes, how he's received, this, that, and the other, you could do another match of Seth versus Cody. If Cody, say, somehow had a belt, of if they, made another championship, or if Roman loses a championship or vacates one or something. But I feel like we're not fully done yet with Cody and Drew, or Cody and Seth, just because I don't know who else Cody faces on Raw. Cena back, a promo, probably not sure. Probably Cena versus Theory match. Yeah, that's what pretty much everybody's saying. I'm not opposed to that, but I would like Cena to stay around a little bit. Unfortunately, I feel like WWE kind of needs him. And I would honestly like to still see Roman versus Cena again. I think Roman versus Cena would have been better than Brock versus Roman, because we haven't seen Roman versus Cena that much. And what we've had has, I feel like, just been a little bit of a tasting. Remind me to mark my calendar for John Cena's return. Well, John Cena, love him or hate him, he is still a big deal. I'm one of those people that initially started off with, I was very much supportive of the whole signs of, if Cena wins, we riot, of, let's go Cena, Cena sucks. And we now have the Street Profits coming out. Are we going to possibly get a 3-way match here? But Cena's proven very much, like, if you get past that, of just past the whole, I guess, smart mark view of it, and just actually appreciate that he is a talent in the ring. He's a generational talent. And honestly, the sooner you, hate to take Roman's phrase, but the sooner you acknowledge it, the better off you are. I can't hear you with a damn.
It's because I mighted my mute. I'm muted my mute. I'm muted my mic.
Your mute. Butch finally kind of got loose. And we
honestly
have Drew and Sheamus arguing over who's going to start the match.
If I was Ridge, I would quit my fucking job. Straight up, I would quit. I've had enough. I don't want to do it. I got to babysit this grown-ass man who won't behave. He won't listen. He just goes and goes and goes. He's like the Energizer freaking bunny. He's insane. He doesn't stop. If I was Ridge, I would give up. Fuck
He's
it.
Scrappy Doo.
Buddy, run into traffic. I don't care.
Take a long walk off a short pier.
Yeah. Remind me to mark my calendar for John Cena's return. Wah, wah, ha, ha.
Ba,
Hey,
ba, ba.
it's easy to remember, Boss Monster. It's the night after Forbidden Door, which I think was by design, and we'll be here to cover it. And Forbidden Door. Don't miss Forbidden Door this weekend, folks. It's going to be unreal. Our weekend streams are always crazy. This is one of the most anticipated shows in years. Hopefully it doesn't flop. Hopefully it delivers. Hopefully it's going to be a good time.
Like I said, it's WrestleMania 2, and boss, if you hit that, nice little bell notification, like they do when they start a match, ding, ding, you won't have to mark your calendar because you'll just get that nice little notification from YouTube letting you know our ass is live. So, hey, guess what? That probably means Cena's on TV tonight.
And from what I gather, Cena's not just coming back for a promo or a honorary night. He's coming back for at least from Monday until SummerSlam.
Yeah.
I don't know about after SummerSlam, but I think we get to SummerSlam with Johnny Boy.
But so how long do we have till SummerSlam?
Couple weeks? What?
I said a couple weeks.
It's about 3 weeks away. It's beginning of July, correct?
Okay, so we might get a
late July
on Raw or something. Oh, and the Usos with a double tope suicida onto Sheamus and Drew, and we have the Street Profits on commentary as well. I was skeptical on it potentially being a three-way match, which absolutely I would have liked that.
Yeah, not right now though.
Well, do you think that they end up doing Drew and Sheamus as a tag team, kind of like they did with Sheamus and Cesaro? We just get the Bar 2.0.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that they're entangled in this little thing right now. I mean, they had a good dust up I thought it was going to lead to them having a bit of a program, because realistically, I don't want to see Omos, Sheamus, Drew in this fucking ladder match. I don't.
But who would you put in it?
Ladder match? Shit, I'd be happy if Ricochet was in it. Let's go. Ricochet, get in it.
There's still 3 TBDs.
True. Seth is good. I'd like KO in it. I'm happy about Sami being in it. I don't want to see Omos in it. Like, what is Omos going to do? Is he going to have a big ladder spot where he's like 4 rungs up and they push him off?
No, they're going to do to where he needs like the industrial super strength ladder to where he goes to step on the first ladder and he goes right through the rung.
Touch your own bell.
Keep climbing and keeps going through the rungs. So yeah, they're going to have to get like the giant super strength ladder.
Boss Monster, touch your own bell, buddy.
Yeah, I ain't touching nobody's bell but myself.
Yeah, good question, Victor. Good question.
I like it. I'm a big fan of the Street Profits. I think that there's a lot of potential there, even still.
I like
and even then, Montez Ford as a singles competitor, absolutely.
But I think Dawkins is underrated. I think Dawkins is a good big man.
I think Dawkins is the Billy Gunn out of the New Age Outlaws there.
All right. But I think overall, Dawkins can move. I think Dawkins is good on the mic as well. I don't mind Dawkins. Is he?
Oh, no. He's not bad. He's
Montez is good.
Yeah, I think he's just the weaker out of the two, and that's his downfall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Montez definitely kind of steals the show. That frog splash everybody talks about where he touches the ceiling, it's impressive. They do get a little irritating, but that's when they have him doing like Shop Zone commercials. Victor Nash, this is once again makes no sense. Yeah, because they're setting up the Usos profits, which is going to be good. It's just weird how we're getting there. So that's what I think. The profits are going to cost the Usos the title. Not the title, the win.
Yeah, I could see that, but I would be down for profits versus Usos for a bit.
Mm-hmm. Since Omos is in, I believe Bobby Lashley will be in since there's 2 spots left. I don't want to see Bobby Lashley in it either.
Yeah, well, I mean, look at when AW did their brass ring
Yeah,
in
right.
Sonic the Hedgehog,
Wardlow.
gotta get the rings ladder match, and you had Hobbs, Wardlow, and what other big man in that Archer, maybe in that match?
Hobbs, Wardlow, and no, it wasn't Archer. It was I know. Anyway, your point is.
But so you can have big men in a ladder match. It's just you have to do it right, and that's the thing is already they haven't done Omos right. Um, he's very much getting a little bit into the territory that Seth is or Seth was with Cody of all right, how many times have you lost and you're gonna still keep challenging? Hey, all right, you just kind of look stupid now.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you on that. And then, I mean, the thing is, with Omos in the match, he's got a couple things that he's got to deal with. One, he's got to be dominant at times, which is fine, probably doable. But he's got to look decent doing it. Is he going to do any type of ladder spot? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that's just my assumption that if you're in a ladder match, you'll probably do a ladder spot. But then he has to be, he's got to at times be incapacitated to the point where he can't participate for long amounts of time. Not good for a giant who, I mean, they're going to have to find good angles like where they all team up and power bomb him through a table and he lays there for 15 minutes.
Right. Yeah. It like I said, it's going to be very interesting to see how they book him in that match because I can't think of another time that there's been a giant like that in a ladder match, especially. Oh,
True or false? With the exuberance of Ford in particular, would they be better off as heels?
Yeah, yes. That's what they started off in NXT as was heels. Yeah. But that's the thing. They work both ways well. It's right now of there's not enough face tag teams for them to try and work heel.
Now Sheamus, McIntyre's waiting for Jimmy or Jay. Big super kick. Someone asked recently the best super kicks in wrestling, and a lot of names were getting thrown out. I kind of tossed out there one of my picks here, and we're seeing it. The Usos lay in those kicks. I like them.
Oh, absolutely. Usos are 100% to me the best super kick in the business. Unless we're gonna go back to like HBK with the Sweet Chin music, then it has to be the Usos. I get the Young Bucks, I get Adam Cole, but you can tell that it just looks a little stiff, looks a little awkward, very much a thigh slap, all of that.
Oh, big neck breakers, flip up, McIntyre's on fire. No, but to your point, completely forgot what your point was.
We were talking about best super kick in the business.
Oh yeah, that was see when we have this discussion now, I kind of leave out the Sweet Chin music because that was unto itself. Like you didn't see it multiple times a match, right? If you saw 3 super kicks in a match, there's Butch again. Like, see, poor fucking Ridge. Oh,
Dawkins takes out Sammy.
Dawkins says no and gets booed.
Are we gonna see a double turn somehow here?
Montez is beefed up a little bit.
Oh yeah, well,
he's put on weight. He's put on a bit of weight. It looks good on him.
Oh yeah.
McIntyre just destroyed everybody, by the way, folks. It's getting good.
Well, we knew this was going to be good. We just kind of, unfortunately, already could kind of tell the ending beforehand.
Oh, bro kick. Bro kick. All right, I will say I know I smashed Michael Cole, but he is up. He's standing up and kind of into it. I think Pac gets him juiced. I really do. I think Pac wakes this man up a little.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, I feel very much that.
Oh, there it is! The Claymore. The Claymore, folks. It's over.
Hey, I did say that was going to be the one that that's going to be the move that ends up winning the match.
That was a good match.
Oh, yeah.
So they're advancing, and the tag champs got pinned. Tag champs got pinned again. They love pinning champions, eh?
Yeah, it's a great way to build up your champions is to have them lose every match.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of the match.
Sorry, Nick. There should be. Remember, there was always like the Umagas of the world, where whenever the heels needed somebody to come in and stomp somebody, there was like the go-to heel to like, hey, you go fight them tonight. Instead of your champ, instead of the Usos losing, you bring out the Viking Raiders and let them lose, right? It's non-consequential. And I know it's connected to the story, but you say like, we've the bad guys have got these guys to do our dirty work.
Well, that's the thing is you built you also though had it to where you built, say, the Viking Raiders as they're also a credible team that they could be facing. They're not just a jobber team that's just thrown out there whenever.
Folks, we are going to jump off this stream. We're going to jump over to Rampage as we always do. Don't get lost. It's one click away right below. But thank you for being here. We'll get your ratings for SmackDown right after this. Follow us over there, folks, and we're going to do it all over again. Rampage up next. Talk to you soon. See you on that side.